Hey, all you sunbeams. Welcome back to Shirley Sunshine Tarot. My birthday is next month, and I'm a Leo, which has nothing to do with it, but I bought myself a birthday present. And let's open it together. Okay. The Steampunk Tarot. I'm excited to see a few of those, see what that looks like, and see if we think we can do a reading. I've never seen these cards. These did not come together, but this is the Mushroom Spirit Oracle. And for some reason, I think steampunk and mushroom go good together. So there you have it. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, nice box. And look at that beautiful book, the manual. Ellie Fell. Okay, we'll put that aside. And we'll pull out our cards. That is a lovely box, isn't it? See if I can do this and without any damage here. I thought we'd look at a few of these cards together and maybe even do a reading with them. Okay. Can you see that? There's the Fool. The Magician. That's very nice. Very nice. Ooh. I gotta show you the backs. That's steampunk right there. The High Priestess. Look how sweet that is. Oh, the Empress. Oh, look at her. She's just full of, what is the word? She's not pregnant, but she's full of life, maybe. I'll come back to that. The Emperor. These cards are nice. I like the Hierophant. That's going to give you some more insight into the meanings as well. Oh, look at the Lovers. I really like this deck. Here's the Chariot. Look at her. Oh, I'm so glad I got it. Look at that beautiful Strength card. Wow. We've got the Hermit. Oh, look at that Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man. Death. Death is a good card, you know. Temperance. I like this Temperance card very much. The Devil. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it. The Tower. We'll just go through the major arcanas. I am so sorry. I'm new to doing these videos, and I'm learning. So now I can see whether or not I'm showing you the card, and I do apologize. The Star card. The Moon. Oh, that's lovely. The Sun card. Look at this Judgment. Wow. Let me see if the trumpet, yes. It's not a trumpet, it's, I call them Victrolas, but I think that might have been the name of a company. So I'm not sure what they're actually called. Oh, and look at this World card. Wow. Ace of Wands. I know I wasn't going to go any further. But yeah, like I said, I'm still learning. That's a beautiful deck. I love it. So now let's go into the Mushroom Spirit Oracle. This is my first Oracle deck, and of course it came with a little guidebook. It's pretty big actually, because I think there's only 44 cards in this. Okay. Oh, look at that lovely box and everything. Let's see. There we are. Okay. All right, these are all mushrooms, the types of mushrooms, and I see what it is. So, reishi, spirit medicine. It's going to give the reader, look at the beautiful card. It's going to give the reader a chance to intuitively read instead of just reading from a card. Shaga, defend and balance. Again, these are all names of mushrooms. Shiitake, nourish. That's beautiful. Turkey tail, block. Interesting. I think I've seen turkey tails. Lion's mane, calm. I'll tell you, I don't know if I got a bad batch or what, but I bought some lion's mane one time and ooh, no. And I'm a real liberal eater. I will eat almost anything except chicken's feet. Maitake, celebrate. You can let me know if I said that totally wrong. Oh, Gordiceps essence. Oh, it's just lovely. I know I should stop. Enoki. Actually, I'm not sure. My lion's mane might have looked a lot like this. And here's oyster. I'll tell you what I'm looking for. That one that's so dark that comes in the soup. Tremella yen. And the king oyster substance. This is lovely. Just lovely. Morel, restore. I've always wanted to go hunting morels. The common puffball, let go. How appropriate. Amethyst deceiver, deception. I wonder why they call it that. I tell you what, I will look these up over time and I'll have a lot more insight on them. Golden teacher, magic mushroom, introspection. A little better. Amanita, expanded awareness. I believe this is the same one that's on the back. And I'll tell you, I don't know if that's a psychedelic, but I think it's actually highly poisonous. I don't know. A ghost mushroom, shine. That's one of those luminescent things that glow in the forest, right? Blue pink gill, rarity. I'm guessing this one's rare. A death cap ending. Boy, I'm glad I got this one. This deck. How interesting. Scarlet Elf Cup, healing. Shaggy ink cap, growth / destruction cycle. Because there's kind of like the bones in the body, they're constantly building up, but they're constantly breaking down at the same time. Fairy ink cap, subtlety. Wrinkled peach mushroom, unique. Bamboo mushroom, fertility. Ooh, I like that one. Look at that lacy veil. Split gill, adapt. Red cage, capture. Oh, I cannot butcher this name up. Okay, well, I'll show it to you. Mycena interrupta, purpose and judgment. I've heard that whenever lightning strikes the ground, that the mycena communicate with each other. I heard that just this week. So the idea behind that was that the earth is speaking to itself, you know, um, as an entity communicating with itself. Octopus stinkhorn. All right. Parrot wax cap isolation. Verdigris agaric impress. Oh, that's impressive. Rosy bonnet define. Ooh, wouldn't it be fun to start looking for mushrooms? Indigo milk cap. I don't think I'm going to find the one I want, but we'll see. Bleeding tooth stagnation. Violet coral community. And the last one is the dead man's fingers timing. Okay. Well, I hope you liked this unveiling of the cards. Let's see what we can do here. We don't have to stop just yet. We'll get some of this out of the way right here. And let's have a reading. Oh, the first reading ever from a deck. Wow. I'm just going to do this. Try to get us shuffled a little bit. As most of y'all probably know, if you haven't figured it out, I am new to reading the tarot cards. I've been following tarot for a very long time. And about 10 years ago, I had some questions I needed answered, some fundamental questions about how the universe works and what is love and what isn't love and all kinds of stuff. And so I started, I came across the movie The Secret, and I thought, oh boy, I watched the whole thing. And I'm like, oh, eureka, I found it. I said, it's everything I need to know. Well, little did I know, it was just the beginning of my journey. But since then, and that's been just over 10 years ago, I have made so many changes. Like, I don't watch the news anymore. And it always seems like if there is something, I somehow find out anyways. But most of the news seems to me like a bunch of gossip. There you go, honey. I wanted to try to keep those all upright, but that's okay. Anyways, it's like I haven't missed anything, to be honest with you. People be all upset about stuff on Facebook, and I don't even know who they're talking about. I spend my time doing things that I really enjoy doing, and I'm having a ball doing this. So let's see. This is the new deck, the Steampunk Tarot. Let's find out what messages we can get from these cards as they come out. Specifically regarding July. July is right around the corner, and we'll get started. The Devil. So right away, you know, you've got a major arcana card, and it's telling you to take those chains off. You're so free. Oh my goodness. Just be free, baby. All right, we'll see the next one. And it's the Hanged Man. Again, the deal with the Hanged Man is he's voluntarily doing this. Maybe you're a volunteer. Maybe you're going to take those chains off and do some things you've never done before, like volunteer. something to think about. But this man is right where he wants to be. And I'm going to try to make sure we're not pulling out too many that are right behind the other. We are getting a lot of major arcanas here. Here's the Tower. If you want a new beginning, if you want a new beginning, then you, there we go, honey. Okay, if you want a new beginning, that doesn't mean everything changes. The foundation stays the same. Okay, not everything is going to crumble just because you're making a change. Okay, let's look at that Tower card. Again, I've gotten 3 major arcanas. Hopefully I've shuffled pretty good. We got a minor one. The 8 of Cups. And so this is walking away from something that no longer serves you. I'm just going on memory for some of this, but that's what I think it might be. And wow, what a card. What a card. So we talked about taking the chains off, doing something fresh and new you've never done before. Don't worry about change because even when you're making a change, the foundation tends to stay the same. And that could largely be the foundation of your ideas and stuff. Let me see if you can see that. That's my Buddha I made. There he is. I painted it, and this right here is hot glue. And I painted it, but it wasn't my original idea. If you want to see the guy that teaches you how to do that, you can go on Blackbeard Art. And he's on YouTube. The King of Wands. Very earthy. I love that. That is so good. You're in charge of your movement and your destiny. So for me, a lot of this seems to be about change and movement. And we'll see a next one. The World. How beautiful is that? The World, number 21, I think. Yes, 21. The World is the ending of all that you've learned. It's the swinging out of the Nautilus, because the next card, to come back up in the major arcana is going to be the Fool again. So just like me, and I was telling you about my story of trying to figure out life's lessons and everything, I would just feel so enlightened. And I would, I have all the answers. I would say, I know it, I understand it, I get a good idea what's going on. And then, it's like I came back in again and turned into the Fool again. And that, to me, that's just the cycle of the world and nature and the power and the force and everything. Let's try the next one. The Page of Cups. I just can't even imagine a prettier deck. Isn't that beautiful? This is fresh air here. And when I say fresh air, it's the beginning. It's a new beginning, an emotional beginning. I just love that outfit. Isn't that pretty? And it all has to do with emotions. So when you decide to get up and live energetically, an energetic vibration, it doesn't mean that you are biting off more than you can chew. Certainly not. But living with vitality. There's a word called elan, and and it means vitality and energy and the elan of life. So here's the Ten of Cups, and this is the elan of life right here. If you understand that love can be a spectacular part of a life, it doesn't mean that you have to be with somebody else. In fact, sometimes the best favor you can do someone is if you know that you're not compatible, then put that out pretty quickly. Even if it changes later, at least you won't be leading someone astray, you know. And it's hard sometimes for us to know what should we do. We've got the Nine of Cups. What an absolutely gorgeous card. This right here is accomplishment and emotional satisfaction right there. That is fantastic. And the Strength card again. Of course, being a Leo, there you go. You know, when I think of strength, true strength is gentle, and yet it's able to do so much. And if you know someone who is pretending to be strong when in fact they're showing great weakness, this would include people that maybe are domestic abusers. They're afraid of something. Sometimes they're just afraid of looking bad, which is just that ego just popping right out. But true strength knows that you don't need to brag. You don't need to be better than anyone else. Uh, you don't even need to compare yourself to anyone else. Some days your strength might just be taking a nap because you're going to wake up more refreshed and feel better. So it's not all about hard power, but rather a softness. Let's get two more. Oh, look at that Hermit card once again. And look at that lightning. We were just talking about the mushrooms and being able to, some of the plants on the, that they've actually seen that when the lightning strikes, that it affects these mycelium. I call them mycelium, so I'm not sure if I'm talking about the same thing or not. But the world is talking to itself. The earth is talking to itself, communicating with all of its life. I know lightning sure gets my attention. And then the Eight of Wands. You know, this is swift movement here. So let's just have a good look at all of this, and then we will draw one of our mushroom cards. We started out with the Devil, which you don't even have to worry too much about taking all your chains off. If you're going, well, what do you mean by take off your chains? You're talking about letting go of my vices or, you know, this or that and the other thing. I'll tell you, the shadow self is a big part of who we are. And for me, in my understanding, a shadow self is simply some aspect of yourself that would normal society would not be comfortable with. And but we often put that on us because maybe it feels good for a minute. You know, someone who's never been bad, maybe it does feel good to be bad. We got our Hanged Man. He's voluntary here. He's volunteering to do this. He's got great enlightenment. See that all around his head there? Um, uh, this is a card of surrender. So if we're going back to do a reading, let's talk about We have the chains that are on us. If we want to get rid of them, we will surrender. And that's called releasing all resistance, because change happens inevitably, anyways. And even if things seem to be crashing to the ground, you'll find that there's still a lot that is intact. You take the Grinch Stole Christmas, and the Grinch stole all of their presents, but the next morning, all the Who in Whoville came out singing, because they knew that even though it appeared on the surface that everything was gone, they knew that the real treasure was their community, was their love for each other and love for themselves, by the way. Okay. The Eight of Cups. And I'm thinking that that uh, speaks to walking away from something that no longer serving you. I will look that up and memorize that some more. The King of Wands. This is a person that maybe loves to get out in nature. Perhaps if we're talking about change and surrender, getting rid of some vices, or just understanding your shadow self better, then you can always, when you get out in nature, you are king or queen of your kingdom for sure. Nature is here for all of us. We're all born worthy. And we've got the world. And look at that. That is so beautiful. And in the original world card, we've got those symbols back there, and they have to do with astrology, um, things of that nature. And she's got those slippers on that remind me of the Aladdin's lamp. And I don't know if y'all have ever noticed, but if you do your hand like that a little bit, that looks a lot like Aladdin's lamp to me. So when I'm making a wish, I just do that. And the Page of Cups, it almost looks like a flyby with the military. Um, but can you just imagine going to a party dressed like that? The Page of Cups. This is a new beginning here. The top row we talked about, even the ending of the cycle is the world and getting out in nature, but really they were viewing their shadow self and seeing if there was changes that they wanted to make. Fresh beginning right here, because every moment is fresh and new. You don't have to wait till something special, although special times are a great catalyst, if you will. It reminds us that we can do things. Um, Birthdays, holidays, Christmas. Everybody gets in that Christmas spirit. And as a matter of fact, for me, the Ten of Cups, when I think about Christmas, I always think about love. When I'm feeling Christmas, it can be in the middle of July, and I'm feeling Christmas, and it just feels like love and music, and the silence of a snow. It changes things. It's cleansing. For me, winter is very cleansing and filled with love. So we got the Nine of Cups, baby. Oh, yes. Confidence, satisfaction. Well, you would naturally have to be confident and satisfied if you've started to examine areas of your life. What we talking about here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, today's Wednesday, the day we all get to it. Okay, so this is the Strength card. And we went into pretty good detail on that. And our Hermit. There we go. And an Eight of Wands. whatever's coming is coming swift. Everyone's going to be different. Everyone is on a different journey. Every reading is different. Every moment is fresh and new. Oh, I just love the color green on that. Not sure how well you're able to see that, but that is just lovely. Okay, let's try just this one. Fertility. That was the word I was looking for with whenever we were going through the cards and I had the Empress. Well, that was one of them. The Empress is fertile. And when you are planting your garden of ideas, you, you're sowing seeds of fertility with your thoughts. Okay? So if you're wanting to examine your shadow self or vices that you may have or something, just the mere act of getting started with change is plowing the garden. And your thoughts about what you do want is planting the seeds. And when you cover that up with, the, like a mushroom, capture. Okay, when you cover those thoughts up with soil that is rich, you don't go digging it back up to see if it's growing because you just have faith. You have a confidence that things are going to work out, that what you're planting is growing, okay? That you are so worthy of every good thing. All right. Well, again, I just kind of wanted to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Shirley, and I'm new to reading the cards, but I'm having a ball with it, and I'm just going to keep putting them up there, and I'm not worried about it. Okay, I hope you all have a great day. See you in the next reading. Bye.